Pride, tradition, heart-pounding action. That's North Laurel Athletics, and we're now on the air. From our team to your home, here's game action from JDN, the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
You have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and southern gospel.
We are the light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Palace. We are live from London here for our very first episode of the month for Jaguar Den. This is November's episode, and we are very excited, looking forward. Dad's joining me here, co-hosting tonight, all the way from Miramar Beach in Florida.
Yes, good evening. It's sorry I couldn't be there in person, but, priorities. But I'm still here, excited about recapping some of the fall sports activities that have gone on at North Laurel, and looking ahead to some exciting football playoff action this week, and also recapping just some outstanding seasons. And also we're going to have just a very special guest, Dr. Kevin Magone with CHI. So looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And first we'll, recap with our golf teams. We did an episode with them a month or two ago. First off, with our girls, very great season. I remember we talked, I think I mentioned it in the last episode. They were the region girls champions in the 10th region. And Dad, you and I talked a little bit. As far as we could, look back in the record book, we believe that was one of the very first region championships for golf here, right, for the girls?
Yes, and to my knowledge, no one has told us any different. Obviously I spent 21 years there, and that's the first girls golf championship that I can remember.
Yeah, so the girls team as a whole were 10th region girls golf champions. Ella Baker led the team with a score of 88, followed by Lily Kate Chestnut, who shot a 92, Maddie Brewer with a 95, Riley Vickers with a 104, and Katie Gillum shooting a 108.
Yeah, and they ended up advancing to semi-state and had just a great showing there, finishing fifth. And I remember our interviews with them, and they were very excited, but also nervous.
Absolutely.
Because, after finishing runner-up last year, they had a little bit of a target on their back, and they just played extremely well. And I know Coach Jerry Vickers was very excited to capture that first regional championship.
Absolutely. So we want to congratulate our girls golf team on being region champions and finishing fifth at semi-state. So next up for the boys golf team, they had a great performance throughout the year, finished as runner-ups in the region with a team score of 329. Sorry, that was in the conference there, Southeastern Kentucky Golf Conference. Team shot a 329 total score, finished in fifth place in the 10th region tournament. And Will Sutton was able to qualify for semi-state and finished tying for 58th.
Yeah, and I think when we talked over and over, all five of those, their top five did not compete in the regional tournament last year. We were a senior-dominated team last year, and all of those young men will be back and just had a great season. And competed very well, and obviously they'll be one of the favorites next year in that 10th region as well. So just another great season by Coach Chris Stone and his young golf team.
Absolutely. So congratulations to them, and excited to see what their future holds as a young team. Next up, we'll move over to soccer. Our boys finished with a record of 11-9-2. They were district runner-up and region runner-up. Ended up losing 3-1 to OBI in the region championship. Struggled a lot with injuries, especially towards the end of the season in tournament play. And that kind of fatigues you as a team. When not everyone's 100%. But they battled injuries and put up a good fight in postseason.
Yeah, I know when we had them on the show, they had just defeated OBI in the regular season.
Yep.
And OBI was the region champions last year, ended up repeating this year. I know we jumped out ahead in that region championship game. We were up 1-0 at the half. Again, like you said, just several injuries, but just another strong boys soccer season for North Laurel.
Absolutely. And our girls soccer team, they ended up finishing as district champions, region champions, but fell short in the Sweet 16 to a very talented Russell County team. But once again, just a very talented soccer team there on the girls' side of things. Coach Bargo has done a phenomenal job with them stepping into the role as head coach, and they had another great season as well.
Yeah, I'm sure if you talk to them today, they'd be a little disappointed in their effort at Russell. But I've been there several years ago. We went to Russell for semi-state again, and just a tough place to play, tough environment, and they have a really good soccer program as well. But Kayla's done an outstanding job, and we look for that to continue.
Absolutely.
Build upon that.
Yeah, so 2 great seasons from our soccer program, so just big congratulations to them. And next, we'll recap our volleyball team. I remember coming in when we interviewed them. They had just defeated Jackson County after previously losing to them early on in the season. They went on to defeat Jackson County in the district championship to claim the district title. Finished the season 10-14, defeated Barberville in the first round of region, but unfortunately fell to Whitley County in the semifinals, who ultimately went on to win the 13th region.
Yeah, Coach Lauren Culver's got a very young team, and just look for her to continue to build that program. And she played at North Laurel, so she's invested there, and she'll continue to work and to learn and to grow. And we look for big things from that team in the future. And it's volleyball's been one of those that we just can't seem to get over the cusp, but we look forward to that continuing, and congratulations on them battling through some adversity this year to win the district and advancing to the semifinals of the region.
Absolutely. Then moving on, we will kind of update on cross country here. On the girls' side of things, Jada Short finished 2nd overall and the girls' team finished 6th. Did not advance to state, but again, another really young team there in the girls' cross-country side of things.
Yeah, again, I think Jada was on our show, and just a really good competitor. And I know Coach Judd Weaver is looking for big things from her. And if I'm not mistaken, she's just a freshman.
Yeah, she's young.
She finished 113th at the state, so I know he was very proud of the team overall, and then Jada, her individual performance as well.
For sure. On the boys' side, Aiden Harris placed 6th overall, and the team finished 4th overall, which allowed them to advance to state.
Yeah, that was this past weekend.
Yeah.
My man Fidget coming in strong there, finishing 6th overall, and the team 4th overall, and then ran at state this past weekend.
Absolutely, and he's just a freshman as well. Was able to finish 2nd place and finish 2 seconds behind the first place freshman. So very impressive showing for him.
Yeah, he was 38th overall, running under 17 minutes, but he was the 2nd overall freshman. So again, he's set the bar pretty high. But we had some great individual performances all the way down. Jesse Madden finished 177th. Bram Williams. Our man Bram finished 180th, but he was the 8th place middle schooler in the state cross country meet. Then we had Jet Hacker, who finished 246, Jackson Storm 256, Noah Ham 258, and Noah Blake Ells at 265th. But you see right there, two of top three runners are eighth grader and freshman. So, the big things expected from them. I know Coach Weaver in his first year was just really pleased with the result. As a team, they finished 31st out of 59 teams, the boys did. So I know he's super excited about next year as well.
Absolutely. And now currently, I believe this is one of our only fall sports still playing, correct?
It is. Yeah. All the fall sports are over except football going strong. Just finished the regular season 8-2.
Yeah, capped off the regular season. Huge win in the jungle over the team from the other side of town. Just very great game. Started off a little slow, maybe a little too antsy, a little too nervous for this game because
a little too hopped up, maybe.
Yeah, South Laurel this has been a great season for them compared to seasons in the past, and so there was a lot of talk around this matchup for sure.
Yeah, winning that game secured the home field playoff. We finished second in the district, defeating South 21-3. And we'll touch on this toward the end, but first round playoff game is Friday at 7 p.m. versus Madison Southern. And that's a change. Most football games are at 7:30, but this one will be 7 Friday night. So we encourage everyone to come out to the jungle. And as we go to break here, we're going to have a little recap, some video highlights by Blackout Media. She shot some video highlights at the North-South game. So we're going to show those and go to commercial break, and then we'll be back to Dr. Kevin Magone. You're listening to the Jaguar Den, North Laurel Nation, home of the Jaguar Broadcasting Network.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
In a club with some wines and I'm high down. Shawty got me out too high. I be standing on the beach in some white ones. Can't control it, I think I'm too fly. She back it back, oh, she in that mode. I rip her tracks out, she gotta go. I hop up on my bike, just piecing out the L. It's not about the way, yeah, this where you go.
That trophy's back home where
All right, so that right there was a highlight recap of our Jaguars' awesome win in the jungle last Friday over South Laurel.
If that doesn't get you pumped up, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
They need to show that all week before this playoff game.
Absolutely. So we're joined now by Mr. Kevin Magone from CHI. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me, and appreciate working with my schedule. I couldn't make it last night.
Absolutely, of course. You have a very important role along with CHI, and this has been a recent partnership with Laurel County and the athletes. Just talk a little bit, about how that partnership came about and kind of what CHI does for the student athletes.
I don't know if I can speak to how it came about.
Yeah.
I was kind of late in the process when they asked me to kind of look over the athletic trainers for both schools.
Mm-hmm.
But my role is specifically when asked, I say it is one kind of sentence is to support the athletic trainer to the best of my ability. So it's Jordan Markham at North, and then Miss Jada Smith at South. And, my job is to be available to them 24/7. So I do like to be on the sidelines. I like to be at as many games as possible. And one reason for that is I'm a sports fanatic. So it's able to bridge my world, my working world with my social life, if you will. And my kiddos, they like to go to the games too. So I like to bring them around. But, and if Jordan calls, it's to kind of support him in his needs as any way possible.
Absolutely. And you mentioned being on the sidelines. I saw you last Friday night on the sidelines at the football game. That's huge for us because, what was it, a year or two ago, we didn't even have an athletic trainer, let alone an athletic trainer and someone like you who has that knowledge to be there in case of, an injury that we'd hate to see. But that's big. Just kind of talk about, what it is you love about your job and that makes you, enjoy helping the student athletes.
Yes, appreciate that. The thing I like about it is, heaven forbid if there was an injury and they are sticking around with me, is I really love getting to the games when it's their first game back, because it's an intrinsic value of seeing them where they struggled. And sometimes I give them the worst news that they may have heard in a long time. And then the struggle to get back, the rehab process, and then transitioning back to sport, and then seeing the gratitude that they have just where they were and to get back, really appreciates kind of my life choice to go into sports medicine.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just you mentioned Jordan Markham being our athletic trainer. Could you give maybe just like an example of how you guys work together, when it comes to like a specific injury within an athlete?
Yes. So as you guys know, you don't need me to tell you, Jordan Markham is exceptional at what he does. I would say 90% of what he does is behind the scenes. And we'll talk 3 or 4 times a week. And obviously we'll talk about the injuries and what athletes are hurt and what we're working through. But also, you guys know this, being athletes yourself, at one point, right, is there's a lot of bumps, bruises, aches, pains throughout a season from starting camp to the end of the season. And they may not need to see an orthopedic provider. They may not need to see a physical therapist or, heaven forbid, x-rays or an MRI. But he is rehabbing them, treating them, and getting them to the 100% as possible, was simultaneously trying to decrease the chance of injury. And we're just having a conversation of 2 heads are better than one. Not that he can't handle it on his own, but is there anything he's missing that we can possibly help these athletes get back to the field sooner? That's
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Kevin, I appreciate you so much coming on, but I also appreciate what you've done. I was obviously the principal there when this partnership kind of came about, and was just very excited to continue to see it grow, and love the fact, how hands-on you are and involved in the program, because that's something that was truly needed. Like Jaelyn said, you got an athletic trainer. Shout out Jordan Markham. He's the GOAT. He told me I had to say that. But no, Jordan is the best, and he really puts time into the student athletes, and nobody bleeds blue and green more than Jordan Markham. But just seeing all the wraparound services that you all provide, and I'm very thankful. And I don't know if truly all of the Jaguar Nation knows, like what you said, goes on behind the scenes, but what you talked about, Jordan, he is constantly with bumps and bruises and the rehabbing and preventing the injury. A lot of times we see him when there is an injury or they have to go see you, but it's that prevention that is key.
Absolutely. Well, Kevin, we appreciate you coming on, and kind of just informing the people about what you do and what Jordan Markham does and how CHI helps the student athletes of Laurel County.
Yes, absolutely. Nice to see you both again. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So
thanks, Kevin.
We're going to step aside then, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back to hear from band director John Hodge. You're listening to the Jaguar Den, live from the Palace.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes. the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
Gospel you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new, and somewhere in between we are the light of London for the very best country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Den. We've had a little mistake here. I think we lost our banner. Yep, it's
the banner
completely
just
gone.
went. It's the John Hodge effect. I'm just going to go ahead and get it out there. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
We appreciate you joining us here tonight. So those of you who don't know, Mr. Hodge is our band director here at North Laurel High School, and he does a tremendous job, not only with the pep band that you see at basketball games, football games, but also with the marching band. And this past weekend, you guys participated at the East Central Classic. You were best in class percussion, best in class visual, best in class effect, best in class music, best in class color guard, and first in class overall.
Just the best.
You're the best.
The headphones cut out. Can you read that again? We had a tremendous weekend. The kids really showed up after what has been a kind of a rocky season in terms of like weather and delivery issues with props and uniforms and stuff. And they showed up and it was an out-of-state competition, and I don't think that they're going to forget any Kentucky bands anytime soon. It was a tremendous, they played really well, they marched really well, they sold their show, and it was great. I couldn't be more proud of them.
That's great, hey, John. I mean, I know the people around schools know just how much time that you all put into band.
Yeah.
Starting in July with marching band, preseason camp, leading up to marching band season, and then you also do every home football game is the pep band, and then you do just a lot of basketball games, pep band. So we're so thankful, and I always used to say, we see you all and we appreciate you more than you know. But talk about just how that preparation begins in July. Well, I know there's preparation before that was your choreographing and all that, but kind of step us through what that your year looks like, what a band member's year looks like.
So for our marching season, we actually start somewhere around February with planning, getting the composer who writes the music for the show. There's only a few guys who are really good at it, and you got to get your slot with them. And then you have to negotiate with them, tell them what you want, what your idea for the show is. So that's your first step. And they're working from February till about mid-July. Then you have to, get all the kids involved. You have to say goodbye to your seniors at the end of the year and get your freshmen in. And you have to, we actually start doing pre-camps towards the end of school around April to get these 8th graders who are going to be freshmen to come up. And we do 2 or 3 of those after school just to get those new faces integrated, show them their section leaders and stuff. And then we take the summer off for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then we hit it back last 2 weeks of July. That's where the students show up. It's usually the week before for staff, where we're all getting familiar with the music. And then those 2 weeks of band camp are let's see, we usually do 8 to 5. So they're pretty long days. We do 2 weeks of that. And then pretty much every week from then on out is a very long week. You don't really have weekends in marching band from July to middle of November.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a huge time commitment, and like not a lot of people get how big of a time commitment it is. But the kids do great with it, and again, there's not a luckier band director than me, because we have had zero problems with that this year. It's been fantastic.
That's great. And you all compete. How many weekends in the fall?
If you had asked me, I'd have known. The KMEA season starts the first week of September. So all of those weekends, and then we do a second circuit called Mid-States Bands, and it's 4 states bands all put together, and they compete, and their finals is this weekend. So it's about 9 straight weeks of hurry up.
Every weekend in September, most weekends in October, you all are competing somewhere.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is quite a bit, and but it's fun, and we don't really get you don't really understand how fun it is when it's happening. But as you look back, you're like, that really was fun, and it's you make the best friends in the world. My best friend I met in marching band. I met my wife in marching band. So it's you could say it's pretty significant. But
shout out to Shauna. She has to put up with you.
She's watching. So is Nova.
My question is a little bit about the scoring in these competitions. I remember being little and going with Dad to some of the ones that we posted and things. And I was just always curious, what do they judge you guys on, and how is it like? How do they score that?
So there's a few different captions. You have a music caption, you have a visual caption, and then you have what's called an effect caption. Now, the music caption, there's 2 different sub captions in that, and it's you have music performance individual, and that's that guy walks on the field and he listens to everyone and sees how well they can play, or hears how well they can play. The next caption of that is music performance ensemble, and that's how well your group as a whole plays. And those 2 guys put their numbers together, you get a score. Now, visual, same thing, visual individual, how well are people marching? How well are their toes up? Are they standing at that proper angle, feet together, feet apart? Are they holding their horns properly? All of that. And then you do that as an ensemble. Like, is everyone in step? Is everyone, are they doing that visual the same? Are their toes all pointed in the same direction? And that's how those 2 get together, and that's how you get your score. Now, the effect categories are they're the most frustrating category, because sometimes you'll have a judge who say, I don't get that.
So subjective.
Yeah. It's so subjective, and that's why your effect judges are usually they're your most experienced judges, because the joke is there's no original marching band show. You're just doing something that the Cavaliers did in the 90s. That one is like, does your show make sense from a storyboard? Like, this year our show is basically red versus green. Are we portraying that red versus green?
It's there's almost a theatrical component to it.
Yes, and that's a bit of a new thing that we've had in marching band since the early 2000s, because it used to be who plays the best, who marches the best. Now it's this big thing of like, who can portray this story the best, and who can make it understandable to where if it's the first time that you've seen it, you understand what is happening in the show. And that's an extremely difficult thing to portray in 9 minutes, which is about how a marching band show goes. And we do very well at that.
There you go. For all those questions on how it was scored and all that, that's a pretty good recap.
Yeah. That was very well.
did
Someone
it.
who doesn't understand that, I understood that. Yeah.
Good.
So great explanation there. But I mean, that's what I was talking to Noah and some of the band members we'll get to hear from in a second. I remember going to summer workouts for basketball, and they would be out there practicing before we got there. And when we'd come out, they'd still be there. And like I would come in and shoot later that evening, they'd still be there. And I was like, do they ever get a break? Do they get water? Like,
Every 2 hours, we get a 15-minute water break, Your
Okay.
Honor. It's a huge time. I mean, my daughter calls me John. Like, I don't spend a lot of time at home around this time of the year, but it's a huge time commitment. And if you're going to do something, you might as well do it well. And well, that's the kind of commitment that it takes. Is you got to put hours in to get to the level that we want to be at. So while yes, it takes a long time, these are skills that apply really everywhere. Like, okay, I know that I can do that 12-hour day of getting a sandwich at lunch, and that's pretty much it. Like, I know I can do it.
Teach them a lot of life skills.
Yeah.
all right. Well, for those of you who don't know, our band members work hard, and we're very appreciative for them and all the things they do for the other athletes, especially in pep band and things like that. So, Mr. Hodge, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much
you
for having
giving
me.
a wonderful explanation on all things marching band. And we'll step aside here and come back to hear from some of the band members. You're listening to the Jaguar Den live from the Palace.
Go Jags.
See you, John.
See you, Mr. Black.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, here to the November episode of the Jaguar Den. We just heard from band director John Hodge, and we are now joined by Ethan Oliver and Noah Blake Elza. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the show.
It's good to be here.
Yep, thank you for having me.
All right. So first things first, I always ask, the people we're interviewing, when did you guys get involved in band or even just music specifically?
I started playing music in 6th grade and band at the middle school. And I started marching band in my 8th grade year, and I've done it since then until now.
Awesome.
For me, I've always been into music. I've been playing music since I was probably about 3 years old on the piano. And then my freshman year, I joined concert band for the first time, and that was my first ever time playing a wind instrument, tuba.
Oh,
And I just joined marching band for the first time last year. So
okay. Awesome. So this has kind of been a newer experience for you, a different take on music.
Oh yeah.
So talk a little bit. We talked about how long of a season marching band is and the preparation that goes into it. This long summer days of summer camp when you guys are there from 8 to 5, things like that. Talk a little bit about just when you guys start like preparing like the costumes and things for your marching band performances.
Would you like to answer that?
Why not? So basically, kind of in around, I'd say, July-ish is when we officially start kind of preparing for marching band season. We usually start out with our summer camp days for it, which are typically about from 8 to 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's always a very long day, but it's always very productive. We get things done. We learn how to march. We get our music for the first time. We finally get to hear it and take a nice look at it. And pretty much in every room that you go to visit and just kind of look into what we're doing, you'll always see a nice big group of kids working their hardest on something that they all enjoy together.
Absolutely. And maybe just talk about, you guys just performed this past weekend and was best overall team. What were your all's thoughts on that performance?
I think it was a very good run, considering the weather and this past few weeks have been pretty cold and something a big adjustment because the cold came fast. But overall, with what we were given, I think we did a very good job.
Absolutely,
very proud of the band.
And you guys mentioned you've been playing music for a while. Do either of you have plans, to continue maybe doing something with music in college?
Personally, I'm going up to EKU for the fall 2026 semester, and I'm going to do a double major for like aviation and music performance.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to maybe continue on my piano career into my future, possibly become a concert pianist for like a symphony orchestra, anything of the sorts.
That's cool. That's really awesome. What about you?
I'm looking at doing music performance as a minor on saxophone. Medicine has been something I've wanted to pursue, so I'd like to just keep doing it as a hobby for sure.
That's awesome.
Into my career.
I always wish I had some sort of musical ability. I do know how to play the drums.
She does know how to play the drums. She has a hidden talent.
But other than that, no, I'm piano. No, can't do that. But that's awesome. I love that you guys, are continuing what you're passionate about. That's so important, especially, when you could possibly make a career out of it and doing something you love. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Dad, you got anything for him, or?
I just want to say, just echo kind of, what they talked about, how much effort and time and that they put into it. And I used to always say that nobody works harder than the band. And I know these two young men, I've watched them for over the years, and Ethan playing the sax, the national anthem at the football games. And, I've seen Noah Blake, he's cross country, music, band, youth leadership council, done it all. But so two fine young men, and you all have had to put up with Mr. Hodge. So my apologies there. But,
it's definitely a job. I'm kidding. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy, and you all are very talented, and we just want to take the opportunity to showcase that. And because a lot of times you all don't get the publicity that you deserve, kind of behind the scenes. But Jaelyn can attest to this as well. Basketball is a lot different when the pep band is there, when you all are there. And so we look forward to hearing you all Friday night, the pep band, and again in basketball. But congratulations on a great marching season.
And lastly, before we go, I always love to ask the people I interview what their favorite memory is, because this video will be on YouTube forever. So when you're old and you have kids and you want to show them and go back and remember things, this is just a fun question. Whether it be a bus ride or if you had any overnight trips, just any fun memory from marching band.
I would say it'd probably be between mid-states, whenever we go and do that and spend overnight. That's always a fun experience. But I also really enjoy the long practices. As much as I hate them, I do. There's nothing much I love more than being there until 10:30 at night after school on a Friday when I could be doing other stuff, because everyone's hot, and but we're all out there having fun, and I really enjoy that more than anything.
Awesome.
For me, I would have to say my favorite moment is honestly every moment of it, because I'm always getting to be with my closest friends, the people that I've known for my whole high school career that have pretty much pushed me through and kept me going. Because these people have seen me at my worst and my best, and no matter what, they've still shown their support for me. And honestly, the band is just one of the greatest bunches of people you could ever be in, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah, that's a good recruiting pitch right there for all of those of you that haven't thought about joining the band, have any musical interest. Right there, Noah Blake just gave you the recruiting pitch.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Noah, Ethan, thank you guys so much for joining us, and good luck, with the rest of the season and on into basketball season with the pep band.
Thank you all very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, so we're going to step aside, take another commercial break, and we'll be back with the dance coach, Jonna Phelps Cessna. You're listening to the Jaguar Den live from the Palace.
Gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Den. We are joined now by the head dance coach, Jonna Phelps-Cessna. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we're excited, for you to get to talk a little bit about the dance team and maybe recruit some future dancers for the Lady Jags.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, our region competition is coming up on November the 8th. So it's this Saturday. Yeah, we are competing this year in the POM and the hip hop divisions. And last year we were the region champions in both of those. Yep. So that was exciting. So we're hoping to defend those titles.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dance has changed so much, over the past, since I've started coaching. I guess that was way back in 2006. I guess it started helping at the high school. And you here interviewing me, by the way, makes me feel a little old.
Yeah, for sure.
We're having a great year though. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, talk a little bit about what your preparation's been like. This will be your last week to prepare before the big day. So what does kind of a day of practice look like for you guys?
Absolutely. Okay. So today we met after school, and keep in mind we have practiced all weekend. So we did 3-hour practice on Saturday and then Sunday, but we got to use the gym floor, which was great for our formations, spacing, the transitions, just making everything look nice and polishing it up. Today we met and went over any changes, that we've done over the weekend. Did a little conditioning too. We're going to do that again tomorrow. We'll stay and practice until 6:30 and do some conditioning. I'm giving them Wednesday off, and then we will meet back Thursday, Friday for our run through, and we may perform our hip hop dance at the ball game Friday night.
Awesome.
So if anybody's at the football game,
that would be a perfect game to do it. Performing in a playoff game, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jonna, how are you today?
Doing okay. How are you, Mr. Black?
I am doing great. You talked about conditioning. How long are the different routines? I mean, because watching them at a basketball game, they seem like they're really quick, but that's why you talked about conditioning, because
oh yeah,
a while.
So for our competitive routines, they have to be 1:45 to 2 minutes for the KHSA guidelines.
Woo.
So we're right around 2 minutes with both of our routines. Our hip hop's a little longer than the POM, but the POM is so jam packed with technique. So they're both very intense routines, and it takes a lot of time to get through. We go through in detail, break it down, every single count. And if you think about 8 counts in a whole 2 minute routine, that's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just for the untrained eye, just watching, you think, a minute, 45 seconds, 2 minutes, that's not long. It is. It takes a well-conditioned athletes to do that.
Yes, absolutely. The flexibility, the strength. I mean, nobody realizes how much goes into the preparation, not only to condition to get through the routine, but to have the skills that are in the routines as well. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot of attention to detail in dance.
Yes.
You got to be on it, on your game at all times.
Jalen's reflecting back to her dancing career when she was like 3 or 4 years old. She started out in dance.
Hey.
And I didn't even dance was my first sport, and then the hair piece and the makeup got too much, and
I get it.
And dad cheered so loudly and was like, "Yes, it's basketball time." So.
That's why it can cross over into that beauty pageant. Like we try to keep it. That's why we love the ball games.
Yes, the sports.
Yes.
Speaking of ball games, last Friday at the North-South game, you guys performed a joint routine with South Ball's dance team. Give us a little behind the scenes of how that came about.
Oh, yes. So we've been wanting to do that for a little bit. We've actually done that in the past. We danced with Corbin one year, and we've danced with South. But I have a good friend that actually had moved home from college. She's coaching over at South Laurel now,
Awesome.
and we just kind of shot the idea around,
Yeah.
and and it worked out perfect. They came and practiced at the field after school. We did 2 practices with them, and then it looked amazing. Like they pulled
was
it off. There's
awesome.
so much talent between the schools here in Laurel County with dance.
Absolutely.
So it was exciting.
Yeah, and that's a great part about this show. We want to be able to showcase that, and with not only band and dance and cheer, but all those support but they also, you all have your own season too, and your own competitions, and that's what people forget. It's not just going and competing one time. You all also do some other competitions leading up to region, state, and things like that as well, don't you?
We have, yes, in the past.
Yeah.
This year we've got region and state, and then we're planning maybe in the spring on attending another. Yes.
Got you. Okay.
All right. Well,
Losing
thank you
my
so
voice.
much.
Been practicing.
A lot of screaming.
Been yelling a lot, huh?
Well,
All right. Well, we appreciate you so much for coming on here.
thank you,
And
Jaelyn.
we're going to take a quick break and then get to hear from some of our dance team members, Elizabeth Radcliffe and Jasmine Jones, here on the Jaguar Den live at the Palace.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Palace. We are live now with 3 members of our dance team, Elizabeth Radcliffe, Jasmine Jones, and Madison Hampton. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you.
Boy,
All
that's a crew you got with you there, Jaelyn. I don't know. Gosh, so many things to say about that bunch. How you girls doing?
Good. All good,
Good.
things, I assume.
I normally don't. Oh, absolutely. Positive. When I'm in person, I normally don't participate in the student interviews because we felt like it makes them more nervous. I said, but I got to sit in on this one.
He was looking forward to it. So we talked with Coach Jonna a little bit about, she mentioned you guys have a big competition coming up. It's region. And she was kind of giving us, the schedule for this week. You have 1 week left to prepare. Kind of what's going through your all's minds, are you feeling confident? Or there's still, a few things we need to work on? What's practice been like, the last few times?
I feel like we're pretty confident. We have practiced a lot. We have practiced for hours on the weekends. We put a lot of effort into it and have tried our best. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
Awesome.
I'm feeling ready for it. There's like a little bit of doubt, but I also think that we're gonna walk in and we're gonna do good.
You
like we
are.
always
You guys
do.
you'll do awesome.
We got a slow start at the beginning, but now that we're back in the groove of things, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be perfect. We're gonna get pitched to it.
You guys have a title to defend. I got faith in you guys. You guys will do awesome. But talk a little bit about how you guys got started in dance, whether that be with something like Rhythm or any kind of local dance studios here. Just talk about, how old you might have been and how you kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah, I started on Jonna's first tiny team at Rhythm, and I've danced all the
Awesome.
way from then to now.
That's awesome.
I started when I was 2 in Louisville, and I moved my sophomore year, and then I joined Rhythm and North.
Awesome.
I started when I was 2 at Diane's McCowan County Dance across the road, and now I'm at Rhythm, and now I'm at North. and Diane's still.
Awesome. I danced at Diane's for maybe what, Dad?
It was two seasons.
Two
I think.
seasons.
Seasons.
And
she was so competitive. She would come in
I would
and
get in
say,
trouble.
"Yeah," she would say, "So and so didn't know where she was supposed to be," and I'm just going to put up with that at 3 and 4. And I went to all the dance competitions. Give me credit. I was right there cheering.
You were.
And she looked at me and said, "Dad, I really don't like it anymore."
And yeah, he started cheering. He was like, "Yay, basketball!" But
That's a lot of you all do a lot of traveling, and there's a lot of money in that.
Much.
Yeah.
So much.
I mean, I know when she was 3 and 4, we were going to Louisville and Cincinnati and different places.
And the competitions were huge, like hundreds of teams. I even remember that just from pictures and things like that. But so you guys have all been dancing pretty much your whole life, basically. Talk a little bit about, when you guys started dancing together. Was that middle school on the same team at North? When did you move here?
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year. Okay, so you guys are still, trying to get that bond together. What's it been like, though, getting, to dance with some of your closest friends?
It's honestly great. I have built some of the strongest friendships I've had from dance, and it's just that bond. It's like it cannot be broken.
Absolutely.
It made life easier moving 2 hours away to just have a team that welcomed me so fast. And it's just like everyone's sisters. We genuinely love each other.
Yeah.
And it just makes practices easier.
Me and Jasmine, we started out together at North Middle School, and ever since then, we've always had like a little bond. We've always had like a little clique. And even when Elizabeth moved here, like she was so easily to get along with. Like everybody at the dance team, we're always together. Like we always have a bond. It's just really great.
That's awesome. And we mentioned the North-South dance. You guys did a little co-ed dance there with both teams. I personally thought that was cool because I think a lot of times we get lost in the rivalry, and we're all so competitive. Even I've fallen.
Boy, that coming from you. That's
I know,
big.
but I can own up to my mistakes, Dad.
It's not a mistake. That's okay.
That's just the competitive spirit that you gave me. But anyways, talk a little bit about what that was like getting to do a routine with other girls you're not used to performing with.
It was honestly great getting to meet and actually know the girls on the other team. They're so sweet and welcoming. It was awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really nice to put the beef behind and actually want to do something with each other and not just hate on each other. And we all really tried, and it worked out really good.
Like everybody says, it's north-south. But really, at the end of the day, we are all people. We all have to get along at certain times. And really, that's brought us all together. At this point, we are all friends. So it was just really good.
Well, that's awesome.
Now, do you all compete in the same divisions that South does?
Not this year.
Okay. So that helps a little bit. There's competition. Now, I want to know, are you all going around? Did you try to get Miss Davis to do a TikTok with you, or the new assistant principal, Mr. Gray, like you did me?
No, well, you were the one that we thought would do it. So, of course, we came to you.
They don't know you then. Golly.
We were hoping that you would be here today so we could do it.
Yeah.
I had to be in Florida. I just had to be. So
Oh my gosh.
what happens when you retire? You can go to Florida whenever you want.
Yeah.
My one last question is just going to be, if I remember correctly, you guys are doing hip hop and Palms. Is that okay? Yeah. Talk a little bit about what Palms is, and is that where you have the school fight song playing, or what is Palms category?
Palm is you have palms like you would do a game day.
Palms. Yep.
And you use every muscle in your body, and you punch every motion, and you're just hitting all these visuals and hitting all this technique while also being on the music, being all together. And it takes a lot more strength than hip hop does.
Okay.
Because you have to be able to control every muscle, not just use it. You have to know exactly what muscle you're using to be able to hit turns around and to stay together as a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She did it perfect.
Hit it right on the head. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, girls, good luck this weekend. I've got faith that you guys are going to defend that title and come back as champions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Good luck,
you guys.
girls.
Thank you.
Good to see you all.
Good to see you.
We'll step aside, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with cheer coach Kayla Bird here on the Jaguar Den live from the Palace.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. the very best country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Den, joined now by head cheer coach Kayla Bird. Kayla, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Thank you. So
have her pull her mic up. I know she can talk louder than that. You're gonna have to use your cheer voice there, Kayla.
I lost it.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Because you're in Florida.
Yes, I'm
Exactly.
remote. I couldn't miss the Jaguar Den. So.
All right, so you just mentioned you guys actually have won region in competitive cheer. Talk a little bit about what goes into, making a routine and kind of how those competitions are scored.
All right, so we have a choreographer that comes in. He gives us a routine. We still do traditional, so 2.5 minute medium. That's 19 girls on the mat. We got our routine, I think, the 1st of August, and kind of you just start drilling it from that moment. We had our first competition this past weekend, which was region. And I think we started running the routine October 1st. We go into practice, we warm up, they run it 3 times. Anything that falls or misses, they'll have to make that up 3 times. That's just kind of how it was when I cheered. And that's just something that we've kind of kept with the past couple years, and drilling and just keep running it.
Yeah, so you mentioned, that's how it was when you cheered. You're a North Laurel alumni, just like many of our coaches here. Talk a little bit about what it meant, to come and take over this cheerleading program and use your past experience to better the program.
Yeah, so North Cheer was the biggest part of my life. I cheered from 6th grade all the way till senior year, and it gave me so much. It's just a program that I love and made me into the person I am today. So the opportunity to come back and try to lead the program and get it back to the top, it's just been a blessing.
That's awesome.
We talked about earlier with band and also with dance. Same thing with cheer. You all cheer football games, basketball games, and then between all that, you're competing. So talk about how you as a cheer coach and even can relate to when you cheered, how you kind of balance that.
Yeah, it's really hard. And cheers, I say it's a year-round sport. I mean, we finish cheering basketball and we're right back into open gyms and tryouts immediately after. So we just try. Ball games come first. That's our job as cheerleaders. We're always want to be present for our teams, cheer on our teams, support them. But the girls, they practice 6 days a week, and we even practice before ball games. So we just try to prioritize our sports teams, but also make time for our competitions and to get ready for those.
Yeah, it's everyone sees you all at the games and cheering, but they don't see the behind the scenes, those long hours, like you said, on the mat, falling down, getting back up and working it again. Were you on the national championship team?
Yeah, so my freshman year was the first year that we won nationals.
Okay. Yeah, because I can't remember. Well, Kelsey Maggard, Chuck and Beth, they were good friends of ours, and Kelsey actually babysat Jaelyn some, and we still have the picture of them, Kelsey getting banner off the bus, and Jaelyn, I don't know, Jay, how old were you? 6, 7? I mean,
not even that. I would say 5 or 6.
7. The kids would love that.
Yeah, it was in 2009. So,
yeah.
2009. Yeah, so you were 7, 8.
Yeah.
Gosh.
No, you were 3 or 4.
No, I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
You don't even know when I was born.
Oh, I'm getting old. That's why I retired.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I don't remember the moment, so I knew I was young because I just remember from the picture.
Wow.
But
time gets away from us.
Yeah, but we'll talk a little bit about, like you mentioned, the spirit side, being on the sidelines and things. you were a cheerleader when our boys won the first ever region and stuff here at North. So yeah. So what is that like? Last year you guys came and won the cheerleading in competition for the boys region. It was the girls region as well, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
We won girls region at state, and I think we won girls state,
Yep.
and then boys region.
What is that like, preparing, getting the cheers and things? Because you guys kind of fall in line with the band. Like, there's a difference when you all are at the ball games, and it allows the athletes to play much better.
Absolutely. So an in-game is completely different than what we're used to whenever we do 2.5 minute. So really, it's a hard balance of when you're going to fit in like your in-game preparation, because it always falls right after nationals. So just kind of our goal is to have floor cheers that we kind of do all year, and then just work to make them better for in-game. So that way that they've just practiced them all year, and just finding that balance of how long it's going to take you to work ball games and how long you need to prepare for competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's a pretty quick turnaround for you all. You go to nationals like the second week of February, and then the next week basketball postseason starts, or the week after.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But this year nationals is actually a lot sooner. So we go like January 30th through February 2nd. So that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
well, in prep for ball games, but maybe not being so early for us for preparing for competition.
Now, when is your all's next competition?
November 15th, we will have Bluegrass Regional, which is the qualifier for nationals.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll have state December, I think 13th. We go on a Friday this year because we're mediums.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we appreciate, as a principal, I had to deal with cheer a lot, good, the bad, and the ugly. But I appreciate all the hard work that you put in as a coach, your coaching staff, and the girls put in. And like Jaelyn said, as a basketball player, it makes a huge difference. And then your all's competition. So I know there's just a lot of hard work that goes into it.
There is. And I say cheerleading's it's physically and mentally exhausting. You're flipping your body, you're throwing people in the air, or you're being thrown in the air. So these girls go through a lot, and they work hard. I'm just super proud of them.
Yeah, we are too.
That's awesome. So thank you so much, Kayla, for joining us. We'll step aside and take a quick commercial break, and then we will hear from some of the cheer team members. Thank you for joining in for the Jaguar Den live from the Palace.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
All right, we're ready. All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Den. We just got done listening to head coach Kayla Bird, and we are joined now by Caden Goodrich, Kimber Collett, and Cadence Peters. Girls, thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So as we kind of mentioned earlier in the show, the reason we do this is kind of to highlight athletes that we feel, don't get as much recognition. We want all athletes, to be able to share their stories, their experiences, and all the hard work they do. And Dad and I were talking. You guys, I feel like, are hand in hand with the band when you guys really don't get, the credit you deserve. But as an athlete myself, I understand the work you all put in, and it's a lot. It's hard. It's physical. It's mental. Just talk a little bit about, what age you started doing cheer and kind of what made you fall in love with that.
I started cheer around 3 years old. My mom put me in gymnastics. And honestly, seeing the older girls work together is what made me fall in love with cheerleading. And seeing how they worked as a team, having all the friends, that's what made me fall in love with cheerleading.
Awesome.
I started around probably like elementary school, and I just kept on loving it even more. And just building friendships with everyone is really just what made me love it.
Yeah. I started cheering about 5th grade at Tumble Station. I begged my mom to move to North in 7th grade. Ever since I've been at North, I've loved it. It's just been a home to me.
That's awesome.
Go Jags.
That's right. That's a little plug there for anyone who has girls in elementary who are cheering. You know what side to put them on. All right. So we talked about how you all just won. I'm sorry, you guys are getting ready to compete. Why am I going blank? They just won. I can't. Yes, you guys just won region. Why am I going blank? But we talked about how hard it is to prepare for not only nationals, but the turnaround from nationals to in-game competition for basketball, like district, region. Kind of talk about, how hard it is to snap out of like the competitive part of it and into the in-game like competition things.
I would say we are taught from even middle school what to do to cheer a ball game. We've had Christy Jones, who everyone knows is traditional ball game. And that really has to be our focus as cheerleaders, is to cheer a ball game.
Yeah.
So I think from a very young age, we are taught how.
Yeah, of course.
It's like Kaden said, we've always knew like how to cheer ball games and stuff, but also it's a lot less like challenging, like going and doing in game. It's a lot more relaxing. Like obviously we still have to like compete, but it's a lot less
pressure.
Yeah,
I could see that for sure.
Like Cadence said, we started in 7th grade. Christy Jones, she was a big part in cheer. She taught us everything we needed to know about, like, games and everything. She was a big part in that.
Absolutely.
So what's your all's favorite?
That was my next question.
Oh, that's still your question?
Yeah.
So we didn't have that in the notes. What's your favorite? The national competition or in-game stuff? Cheering ball games?
It's hard to say. I think repping North Laurel, honestly, can't go wrong with it,
That's a great answer.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Yeah, Kimber and Kaden, they're going to steal you're going to steal her answer and say the same thing?
No, I would have to say nationals is
do you like more of the tumbling, that competition, than actually being on the mat?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have to say I'm more of a competition.
Yeah, and we get that. Jaelyn and I talk about, I think she talked earlier about where she gets her competitive nature. She said something about the North-South dance team and how great that was. And I was like, I don't know where you're getting that, because you're never like that. She's so competitive.
Well, I guess we'll just wrap things up a little bit, talking about, to me, when I think about nationals, that's kind of like on the same level with us as our state tournament. You're staying the night in a hotel. You're in a whole nother state. What are some of your all's favorite memories? I would assume most of them would come from nationals. You get to go to the parks and things like that. Do you guys have a specific favorite memory that stands out to you?
Of course, and it actually is from nationals. We were taking a bus to go watch our middle school team perform, and we were running really late because we got stuck in traffic, and our whole bus hopped off the bus and ran almost a mile to go watch our middle school team perforon. So
that's dedication right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we had to sneak in to the park.
Did Ethan ever so happen to be driving this bus? I feel like I've heard this story before.
He was driving one of them.
One of them. Okay, that's what. That story sounded familiar. What about you, Kimber?
I would have to say my favorite memory was from nationals too. One year we all got lost in, I think it was Disney Springs.
Oh gosh.
And we had a meeting time that we were supposed to meet, but like we could not figure out where we was. And we were just lost in the middle of Disney Springs.
That's awesome. What about you?
I would say my freshman year, we had a Super Bowl party in the room. It was just fun.
And okay, actually, that wasn't the last question. Do you prefer football or basketball?
A basketball girl
Basketball.
all the way.
I mean, it gets cold. Like this game next Friday, you girls are going to be. I feel
freezing.
bad for you. It's going to be a
I
chilly
don't know
one.
what the weather is going to be like in Florida, but I hear it's going to
Oh, my
rain in London
gosh.
Friday.
Oh my gosh, he's bragging because he's still going to be in Florida. All
You
right,
can do that when you're retired. Did I say that
yeah,
already?
that's all he does.
She's going to be down here too. She's
That's
flying
true.
down later for a
That's
wedding.
true.
So,
All right, well, girls, thank you so much for joining us, and
Thank
we'll
you.
step aside, take a
Thank you
break,
all.
and then we will come back and close things out. You're listening to the Jaguar Den live from the Palace.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
North Laurel. When I came to North Laurel, I wanted to build this type of program.
Winning region is an expectation for North.
I want to win state championships. I want to bring that back to Laurel County.
All right.
Little hype video for the girls basketball team brought to you by
Absolutely.
Blackout Media Productions. Yeah, just another great show, Jay.
It was. This one was very unique in its own way, as we highlighted a lot of the school spirit side of sports, dance, cheer, band. All three of those, are participating in games, and cheering on other sports and play a big role in athletics for North Laurel.
Yeah, the atmosphere would not be the same, and we're blessed with some outstanding coaches, an outstanding band director, and just some outstanding student athletes, from band to dance and to cheer. And I think you got to see that tonight, and just how well spoken they are, but how much they love North Laurel, how much they love playing in the band, how much they love dancing and cheering, and how that all goes together, but also how they have their own competitions. And that's part of the reason we started this. And you and I've talked a lot about it, and it's giving them the ability to be able to showcase who they are, but also allowing us to do that as well. And then, just Friday night football, first round of the playoffs, come out as Stephen Nelson and your Jaguars 8-2 take on Madison Southern, looking to take that next step Friday at 7. And then we move, hopefully have another playoff game, but right down the road, we've got basketball coming up as well.
Yeah, that right there is a little hype video. Big thanks to Eddie Mahan for inviting me out to Media Day. I was able to, get some clips and do my first ever take at a hype video for the girls team. But both our basketball teams, it's going to be an exciting basketball season on the boys and girls side here at North Laurel. And to start things off there for that season, we're going to have Meet the Jags on November 13th. I believe that starts at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
So, we're still in football season. We're by no means, passing up football season. We still have a lot of expectations out of this football team.
Absolutely. A lot of wins ahead.
For sure. But just to have a couple things for you all to note and keep in mind. So Meet the Jags November 13th at 6. And then the Legacy Nissan Classic is where our boys and girls basketball teams will tip off their first games of the regular season.
Yeah, and that'll be December 4th, 5th, and 6th. And we'll talk more about that. I think our next show is December the 1st, Jaguar Den. So we'll hopefully be able to recap several football playoff wins and also look ahead to basketball season.
Absolutely. And all 3 of those days, we will be having JBN will be broadcasting on Facebook and on YouTube and even on the radio. So I'm excited. I love basketball season, and we're getting close.
The voice of the Jaguars, Jaelyn Black, will be back on the call for basketball, and I'll join her some, and we'll have some others that will be on as well. But December 4th, and get ready to throw it up.
Absolutely. So thank you all for joining us here tonight on the November episode of the Jaguar Den. As we mentioned, December 1st will be the next episode. So hope you all tune in. And as always, go Jags.
Go Jags.
You've been tuned in to North Marl Sports on your home for all things North Marl athletics. WJTE FM 98.5, The Light of London, and North Marl Nation on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Until we play again, good night and Godspeed.
Gospel, you have found the source. It's the Light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the Light of London for the very best country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
You've been tuned in to North Marl Sports on your home for all things North Marl athletics. WJTE FM 98.5, The Light of London, and North Marl Nation on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Until we play again, good night and Godspeed.